Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm a Social Security disability attorney, and today I'd like to talk to you about choosing the right onset date for your disability, or conversely, avoiding the mistake of choosing the wrong onset date for your disability. Now, what do I mean by onset date? That is the date that you became disabled, and typically that is related to some sort of medical event, a surgery, a diagnosis, an accident, something that left you unable. The day before you were able to work and now you are not. Generally speaking, what judges look to see, or they look for, is someone alleging an onset date that is after they stopped working. It's difficult to allege that you became disabled 2 months before you stopped working. So generally it's the best time to choose it is the day or the day after you stop working. That's the most logical, reasonable onset date. And if at all possible, that's what I tell people to do. Now, there may be reasons why you want to go back further than that, and even to the point where you were working. For example, if you went from full-time work to part-time work, the date you went from full-time to part-time could be a legitimate onset date because, again, disability is looking at your capacity to do a full-time type of job. If you have a date last insured problem, meaning that your date last insured for SSDI was 3 or 4 years ago, you may have to allege an onset date that is before your insurance ran out so you can qualify for SSDI. It may not be possible. I remember a case years ago where I had a gentleman who had developed HIV and then full-blown AIDS, yet his date last insured was, let's say, 3 years ago when he had HIV but not AIDS, and the AIDS only came into play a year or so before the hearing, and the judge says, I believe you're disabled now and you're disabled as of a year ago, but I just can't, there's not enough evidence for me to find you disabled 3 years ago when you were diagnosed with the HIV. So again, it's going to be a case-by-case basis, but it's going to have to match up. Your onset date is going to have to match up with the medical record, some event. So choosing an onset date, an accurate onset date, is a wise thing to do. We can adjust it later, but your credibility is going to be in question. If you choose an onset date 20 years ago and you've worked for the past 15 or 18 years, that's not credible. And the judge is going to look at you and say, why should I believe anything else this person says when he's trying to say he became disabled, yet he was able to work 15 or 20 years. It's not when you were first diagnosed. It's not when you had that accident a long time ago. It's when your condition deteriorated to the point where you simply cannot work anymore. That's the right onset date. So, hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Happy to help you any way I can. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube and Facebook and subscribe to our channels, and let me know if I can be of any help to you at all. This is Jonathan Ginsberg wishing you well. Thanks a lot. Hi, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about how to win your Social Security disability case, I'd like to invite you to download my Secrets to Getting Approved Early Survival Kit that I created just for people like you. Currently, I'm making the survival kit available at no cost, and I encourage you to grab your copy now. Some of the topics I cover include: how do I know if I have a case? Is it the right time for me to file my claim? 9 common mistakes that can doom your case. The 3 must-have arguments you use to win your case. And a topic that every disability claimant wants to know: how to avoid trick questions from the judge. If you or a loved one need to win Social Security disability benefits, you'll find the Survival Kit essential reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit ssdanswers.com/survival and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now. And as always, I wish you the best.